A grown adult opens a game at midnight and spends the price of a used car on something that does not exist. Not a watch, not a holiday, not a laptop, a character, a sword, a skin, a spaceship, a digital item that can vanish if the servers shut down. And the strangest part is not that this happens once, it happens constantly. Some players spend $5 here, $10 there, one battle pass this month, one limited bundle next month. But then there are the whales, adults who drop thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, inside a single game. Why would someone with rent, bills, and a job spend that kind of money on pixels? Because games are not just selling pixels anymore. They are selling identity, status, progress, power, nostalgia, belonging, and the feeling of maybe getting something rare. Modern games are powerful spending machines because they do not feel like shops, they feel like worlds. You download for free, play with no risk, unlock rewards, join your friends, and start caring. Then the store appears. A limited skin, a rare mount, a season pass, a shiny bundle with a countdown timer, but the game rarely says $20. It says crystals, coins, gems, V-Bucks, Robux, Primer Gems, or Platinum. When real money becomes fantasy money, spending feels softer. When buying is one click away, desire becomes purchase. Games understand that humans love progress. We like bars filling up, levels going up, rewards popping onto the screen. A game can turn repetition into tiny victories. One mission, one chest, one rank, one upgrade. But when progress slows down, spending becomes tempting. Maybe you need one more upgrade to beat a boss. Maybe the next reward is just out of reach. The game creates friction, waiting, grinding, losing, falling behind. Then it offers relief. Pay to skip the wait. Pay to catch up. Pay to feel powerful again. Adults are perfect customers for this. Teenagers may have time but little money. Adults often have money but very little time. A teenager might grind for 5 hours. An adult with a job might spend $20 to save those 5 hours. At first it feels practical, then it becomes a habit, then it becomes the way they play, and then comes the most dangerous mechanic of all, the random reward. Loot boxes and gacha systems work because they sell chance. You might get trash, or you might get the rare character, the legendary skin, the perfect weapon, the thing everyone wants. If the game sold the item for a fixed price, many players would stop and think. But when the game sells a chance, imagination takes over. One more pull, one more box, the next one could be it. Even losing can feel like progress. The animation slows down, the lights change. You almost get the rare item. The near miss makes winning feel close. Then the sunk cost trap appears. If someone spends $200 chasing a rare character and fails, walking away makes that money feel wasted, so they spend more. The game only needs to whisper, "You are already this far." This is how small purchases become massive ones. The global games market is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and mobile games alone are projected around the $100 billion mark annually. But the money does not come from everyone spending equally. In many free-to-play systems, most players spend little or nothing. A small group spends heavily. They are called whales. A whale is the player whose spending can matter more than thousands of casual players. Free players fill the world. Moderate spenders buy the occasional pass. Whales buy almost everything. Because whales display rare items, other players see what is possible. The expensive skin becomes advertising. The rare mount becomes a billboard. In the real world, status might be a luxury car or designer watch. In a game, status can be a digital sword. A skin may not make you stronger, but it changes how people perceive you. It can say, "I was there, I have taste, I belong to this tribe." For adults, that can be surprisingly emotional. A game might be where they relax after work, meet friends, feel skilled, respected, or in control. Spending there feels less like wasting cash and more like investing in the version of themselves they enjoy being. Nostalgia makes it even stronger. A 35-year-old who grew up with Pokemon, FIFA, Final Fantasy, Call of Duty, or World of Warcraft is not just buying an item. They are buying a childhood feeling with adult money. Sports games use the same pull. Every pack whispers that your favorite player, your dream team, your perfect squad might be one purchase away. The examples get almost unbelievable. In Diablo Immortal, one player claimed he spent around $100,000 building his character. The twist was absurd. He said his character became so powerful that matchmaking could no longer find fair opponents. Imagine spending enough money to win, then becoming too strong to play. In Counter-Strike, weapon skins have turned into luxury collectibles. The gun works the same, the bullets do the same damage, but the pattern, condition, stickers, and rarity can push prices into fine art territory. A rare AK-47 case-hardened blue gem skin reportedly sold for around $1 million. Not a physical rifle, just the look of the rifle inside the game. Collectors understand why. Rarity creates mythology. A rare skin becomes valuable because the community agrees it matters. People rank it, trade it, track it, and tell stories around it. Once an item becomes a story, the price can detach from common sense. The pixels are cheap. The meaning is expensive. Star Citizen takes the idea even further. Players have spent money on virtual spaceships for years, helping fund a massive sci-fi universe through ship pledges and crowdfunding. Some buy starter ships, others buy fleets. To believers, those ships are identities: trader, explorer, commander, pirate, miner, hero. In a normal store, you buy a product. In a game, you buy a possible self. If you spend money in a single-player game, only you know. In an online game, your purchase walks into the room before you do. Your armor glows, your mount flies, your profile badge shines. Other players notice, some admire it, some envy it, but they see it. Visibility turns spending into performance. That performance creates feedback. You buy something rare. People react, you feel special, the feeling fades, the game releases something newer, shinier, rarer, the cycle starts again. Scarcity is what keeps the cycle moving. Limited time items are not just products, they are deadlines. The store is not asking, do you want this? It is asking, do you want this before it disappears? Now the fear is not just missing an item, it is missing a moment. This is FOMO, fear of missing out. People hate regret. We would rather buy something and later decide we did not need it than skip it and later wish we had. Games press on that anxiety with rotating shops, exclusive events, battle passes, and rewards that vanish when the timer ends. Then community pressure adds another layer. Your guild needs you stronger. Your friends are wearing the new skin. Suddenly not spending feels like being left outside the party. That is why adults can spend thousands while insisting they are not addicted. Each purchase has a reason. This one is limited. This one saves time. This one supports the developers. This one is a reward after a hard week. This one is the last one. But the last one is rarely the last one. The economics are brilliant because digital items have unusual margins. Once a cosmetic is designed, selling 1 copy or 1 million does not work like selling physical goods. There is no factory making each sword, no warehouse full of skins, no shipping cost for every mount. The item can be duplicated endlessly, while scarcity is created through rules, drop rates, seasons, and limited availability. Artificial scarcity becomes real value. That is why it is just pixels, misses the point. A wedding ring is just metal. A luxury handbag is just leather. A football jersey is just fabric. Humans have always paid extra for meaning. Games did not invent that. They industrialized it, and unlike old entertainment, games can watch behavior. A movie cannot offer you a boost when you are stuck, but a game can learn when you play, when you quit, what you almost buy, and which reward makes you return. The store is no longer separate from the game. The store is part of the design. This is the bigger shift. Games used to compete for your money once. Now they compete for your habits. The best customer returns daily, checks the shop, follows updates, watches creators, joins events, and builds a life around the game. Once that happens, spending becomes normal. $1,000 does not arrive as one insane decision. It arrives as 100 small decisions that each felt reasonable at the time. $10 for a skin, $15 for a pass, $30 for a bundle, $50 for a pull. Another $50 because the first one failed, $100 because the event ends tonight, $1,000 because the account feels like part of who you are. Adults are not only spending thousands because they are foolish, they are spending because games offer something the real world often withholds: clear goals, instant feedback, visible status, community, and the feeling that effort matters. In real life, you can work hard for years and still feel stuck. In a game, the bar moves, the reward drops, the rank changes, the outfit appears instantly, the world responds. So, when someone spends thousands in a game, the question is not only how could they pay that much for pixels? The better question is, what did those pixels make them feel? Because once you understand that, the whole industry looks different. It is not just selling games, it is selling the feeling of being someone else, for as long as the payment goes through.